Dow the Carabao Jawara Conference Center, the Gambia, on the 14th and 15th of June 2022, organized by the Gambia National Internet Governance Forum Steering Committee in collaboration with the Ministry of Information and Communication Infrastructure.
Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy.
I'll change it, don't worry, go ahead.
Okay. Recalling that this is the 8th session of the National Internet Governance Forum held in the Gambia, recalling that the 14th West African Internet Governance Forum in 2022 took place as a hybrid event in Ghana from the 26th to the 27th of May 2022 under the theme Digital Sustainability, Data Innovations for Post-COVID Recovery. The Gambia context ahead of the Global Internet Governance Forum to be held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia in November 2022. A correction needs to be made here, please.
Where?
After the date of the West African Internet Governance Forum.
Where?
Innovations.
Madam, what correction and where?
Hold on. Okay, thank you.
You have to put the dates of the Internet Governance Forum in Addis.
We put the month. It's in November. Do we have to state the specific date?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 28th to December 2nd, I think.
Yes.
Oops, sorry.
We, the stakeholders at the Gambia 8th Internet Governance Forum, agree to the following. On digital sustainability, data innovations for post-COVID recovery, the Gambia context, we agree, 1, to ensure that systems and solutions are built with inclusive measures put in place that ensures all citizens can have access to them. Are we okay with that point? 2, there is a need for collaboration among stakeholders to create community networks across the country that provide internet services in the areas where connectivity and access is a problem.
Is that okay?
3, that there is a need to bridge the digital literacy gap. Sorry?
Give them a little time.
Okay. All right. 3, that there is a need to bridge the digital literacy gap to ensure equal and gender-neutral accessibility.
Pardon?
Yes. 4, that there is a need to simplify systems in place to ensure that access to information is accessible in the languages that people understand. Yes, sir.
And 4 is access to information. They're two different things. It's the technology and the information itself.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah?
Systems can be there without information.
Yeah, there's a... Okay. Can you move back up to one, please?
Can someone give me the mic, please?
Yeah.
Someone volunteer pass the mic. We have people online.
Okay. For me personally, I find one to be too generic.
So what you do, sir, provide us an alternative.
Okay. Yeah, because for me personally, I think one already catered for 4. So personally, I think 4 should go, or probably you try to sort of like we try to reframe one to include 4.
Anybody seconds that? Any secondment of that? I see someone's hand raised there. Are you? Okay, please pass the mic.
Yes? Maybe try to reduce the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from my understanding, I think 4 is about the content, while 1 should be about, the hardware infrastructure. So I just want to make a correction. You write access to information is accessible. Why can't you just delete access and say that information is accessible?
That's for number 4?
Yeah. That information is accessible, which can be either the content or the input. And the number 1 can be about the infrastructure in place, the hardware or whatever system.
Okay. Is number 1 okay?
Do we move on?
It's number 5.
Number 5, the public is entitled to information in the interest of the public, and that it should be provided by public officers without request being made.
We need to rephrase that. Is it my turn? Okay. Should that be rephrased?
Any suggestions, please?
It's more to do with freedom of information.
Yes.
There's proactive?
Disclosure of information without request being made.
Use the mic. These people are saying the mic. We are talking. Let's use the mic.
Let's use the mic. We have people online.
Without request being made.
Without request being made.
Mm-hmm.
Of public information?
Of public information.
Yeah, of what kind of information?
Public information.
No. Yeah.
Can we move on?
Yes?
6, protection of personal data should be a priority to ensure safety.
Should have
Individual data.
It already says personal data.
It was okay. Let's leave.
There should be need assessment conducted to understand the context of our realities that are unique to the Gambian context in order to build innovative data solutions that are inclusive.
There's a hand up at the back.
To assess the content or whatever, but one word has to go. You either remove assessed or you remove conduct, because they're very similar in meaning. Because basically doing the same thing. There's need to assess something because it's an action.
Needs with the S.
It's English language now. It's technical language. That's my job. Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah, but the conduct is, you don't remove conduct.
No, I think in the conductor is fine there.
Assessment. Then the other way around, have this juxtaposed. So, anyway, sorry, let me go.
Some people speak Queen English here.
You can say we're conducting a needs assessment. We are conducting a needs assessment. Needs assessment is like what you do and conducting is taking the issue. Okay, now? You say in that context. There should be needs assessments.
No, the other one, there's two of them.
Needs assessments.
Both of them cannot have an S.
Yeah. I mean, it's either a needs assessment or they can both have an S. It's needs assessments. They can both have an S.
It's needs assessment, that I know. Needs assessments.
Or need assessment. Then that's one need assessment. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Okay. On improving accessibility and cost of the internet, we agree. One, that there is a need for internet service providers to consider the cost of internet access levied on citizens.
We don't have anything on that because we have data innovation.
Yes.
That will be on data innovation.
Okay. So I'll move this. That was supposed to be doing.
That was not me. What's that number? Do you want to delete it?
I've deleted it. But
This was not part of our session, was it?
no, I added it. It should be moved.
Well, that was last year's too, at 2.3.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I've moved it now to data innovations for post-COVID recovery. Okay, so the 8th one we have that there is a need for internet service providers to consider the cost of internet access levied on citizens. 9, the government should look at taxes levied on internet service providers that are impacting the high cost of internet connectivity in the country.
Is that okay? Next.
10, the government should inform the public about the type of backup system used to connect us to Senegal, if it's the dark fiber or the lip fiber. Is it lip or leaf? Lead. L-E-A-D.
OLED.
It's unnecessary.
Remove
Okay.
10. It's fine, madam.
Hmm?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. On Digital Inclusion and Access to Information Act, we agree, 1, that there is a need to simplify the systems and processes put in place to ensure that information is accessible to the general public in the way they understand it. I think this one was already covered in the first one.
But it's for a different topic.
Okay. Access should be inclusive and affordable.
Okay.
3, civil society needs to be engaged by the government in the implementation process of the Access to Information Law. 4, the Bar Association should be consulted in drafting the Access to Information Law. It's already in place, okay. Okay, 4, all citizens must be aware that access to information is a fundamental human right. 5, the government should ensure that their systems are harmonized. That there is an open data center.
Isn't that a little vague? Open data
It
center.
is.
Yeah, e-government. Yeah. So maybe right that they have. Can you use the mic, please?
So maybe you can qualify and say the government should adopt digital inclusion strategies in carrying out its functions, such as number 5, the government should ensure that there is an open data center, open data initiatives. Let's put it that way, so that because open data, you have policies, you have national data center. Okay. Just say open data platforms. Yeah, instead of center. Yes. There is
Could it be-
open data platforms.
That they have an open data platform.
What platform will
This
do?
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 6. The government should adopt digital inclusion strategies in carrying out its functions. Okay. On data innovation and privacy in the Gambia, we agree 1. That there is a need to raise awareness on existing data protection laws.
It's the people need to use the mic. Let me unmute my mic as well. Okay, I've unmuted mine.
2. That there is a need to have legislation, regulations and infrastructure in place for the populace on privacy and data protection.
No. Please use the mic. The people online can't hear.
Yes. So how about we just remove the infrastructure and we just go by legislation and regulation?
I need to ask if everybody agrees first.
Because in that case, if you say the government, because people are very, I don't know, very scared of government when it comes to private and protection. So if you say infrastructure, people may think that you may spy on them. So I guess just say legislation and regulation. In that case, it does it better.
There is need to have legal and regulatory frameworks in place for the populace on privacy and data protection. On regulatory frameworks. Yes.
Okay. Raise awareness on the importance of protecting personal data and privacy.
We can't hear you, sorry.
Okay.
No, it's already done.
5. There is a need to create ways for uneducated people to safely access platforms.
That's what you said.
Should we go with people without formal education? Uneducated is quite insulting.
Okay, I guess that one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess that one we already talked about inclusion somewhere. I guess the inclusion that we talked about, I think on top does it covers, because when you talk about inclusion, irrespective of gender, education, race, religion, it all includes inclusion. So
So do we agree to erase the fifth point?
Number 6 should go. Yep. Yep.
Okay. On cybersecurity and trust, we agree, one, that there is a need to strengthen cybersecurity in the government.
sorry, I'm still not satisfied with the last point 5.
Okay.
I think 5 was mainly referring to accessing digital platforms.
There's a need to create ways for people without formal education to safely access platforms. I guess, as I said earlier on, inclusion is the key word, and we did talk about inclusion earlier on. So for me, I don't think this point should just go off. Personally, that I don't know what other objection those other people have, but I don't think this point should be here.
Okay, so there's no objection. So should we take it off? Let me just. Okay. Marlon, go ahead.
On cybersecurity and trust, we agree, one, that there is a need to strengthen cybersecurity in the government. Okay. Two, collaboration and communication between stakeholders should be okay. Okay. Recommendations regarding actors in the cybersecurity ecosystem should be presented by the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy to the Ministry of Justice for approval.
Yeah. I'll change it. It's the Act 2021.
Okay, you'll change. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Thanks. Can we go back to that recommendation?
That's
So
two.
recommendation regarding. Yes, but in consultation with other stakeholders. You can say recommendations regarding actors in the cybersecurity ecosystem should be presented by the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy in consultations with other stakeholders. To the Ministry of Justice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So do we rephrase it or do we take it off? Can you please?
Going to be the ones submitting directly to the Ministry of Justice, right? Because they work with the Ministry of Communications. So what they can help the Ministry of Communications in getting to give us data, right? For example, if there are cybercrime incidents, they give us a report on cybercrime, which we try to act upon when we are addressing our cybersecurity awareness campaign. So the same thing, like if they get a list they submit to the Ministry of Information, they can also collate their findings and also submit. So that's why when I'm saying in consultations with stakeholders, it's not only one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could be various stakeholders. You know.
Okay. It's reflected.
It's reflected
In consultation,
in
with other
consultation.
stakeholders.
The stakeholders are not directly sending.
No, we're not yet there. We're into.
No, I'm talking about number 3. No, what I was saying is that number 3, I wasn't commenting on number 2. I was commenting on number 3, that this is not the role of the the Cybersecurity Alliance. So it's putting an unnecessary burden for them, because they are a civil society group like other civil society groups. So to say that they should make sure that other say-sos are known, I don't think that's their responsibility. It's an unnecessary burden on them.
So should we remove it?
Yeah. So we can just delete it.
I'll take it out.
Okay.
Somebody.
Terrace, quick. No, not that terrace. Number 3.
Do it.
Okay, 3, that there is a need to bridge the gender gap to address the digital divide. Yes, it was discussed under it.
Yeah, that's the inclusion. So that can go.
Okay, I think we need to rephrase it. Let me see. So 3, the already existing laws on cybersecurity should be strengthened to ensure the protection of all vulnerable groups, particularly women and children. Women, children.
Oh, okay. If I may come there, I guess we should say because most of these laws they are already under review, and some of them have already been drafted and they are waiting for approval. So how about we say to speed up the process of this of the reviews, and then also the enactment process.
So give me a statement to replace this one, please.
Yeah. So we could say speed up the already existing the laws that are under review.
Does it look better?
Speed up the review process. Well,
It says
Yeah,
now
yeah,
speed
yeah,
up
yeah,
already
yeah.
existing laws on cybersecurity that are under review to ensure the protection of all vulnerable groups, particularly women, children, and the differently abled.
Yeah, thank you.
5. There is a need for more training and advocacy to educate the public on cybercrime and security. Sorry, let me take that again. There is a need for more training and advocacy to educate the public on cybercrime and security. Okay. Are you strengthened in the first instance? The gentleman said it should be speed up.
Speed up the already existing laws on cybercrime, because cybersecurity, we do not have a law on it yet.
Okay.
Cybercrime, we have existing laws,
Okay,
right?
so I should put
So the IC Act review would include a cybersecurity provisions for cybersecurity law, which would be the information which would be critical infrastructure protection and the like.
So how would I rephrase
So you
this?
can say speed up the already existing
Can we use accelerate instead of
cybercrime?
speed up?
Accelerate. Speed up the process. Can we say speed up the process? Speed up the process of reviewing the already existing laws on cybercrime. Cybercrime should be one word.
Okay.
To ensure the protection of all vulnerable groups, particularly women, children, and different. Here, cybercrime it's for deterrence as well. But when you come to aspects of protection, that's cybersecurity. So what we would do, I know what you would put across. Maybe you wanted to say, maybe let's say speed up. Can we say speed up the process of reviewing the not already existing laws? The process of reviewing the IC Act of 2009. Yes. The IC Act of 2009 regarding laws on regarding laws on cybersecurity. So I don't know now how to connect to ensure the protection of vulnerable groups. Unless we add in order to ensure, in order. So let's look at this critically to ensure, whether this can stand. It stands.
Speed up the process
Okay.
of reviewing the IC Act.
No, here, in the IC Act, the IC Act is trying to include cybersecurity provisions, right? The cybercrime is more of the deterrence aspect and the punishments. So they are kind of different. So when you say the vulnerable groups, particularly women, children, and stuff, it is more to cybersecurity because you use the word protection. Yes, that's why. The word protection, that is why. Yeah. So if we want, we can bring another line to talk about the cybercrime as well. Speed up the enactment of the cybercrime bill into a law. Yeah, point 4.
The cybercrime bill?
Yes.
Into law.
Speed up the enactment of the cybercrime bill into law, right? Into law, yes. Now this one would ensure that people who are perpetrators of crime through the use of online media or information systems are not protected, but are kind of prosecuted. If I want to use the word, the lawyers are here.
Okay, thank you.
He stated that there is a need to strengthen cybersecurity in the government and all other sectors. Can it be modified to at national level? That inclusive of general publics, all sectors, all bodies. You get my points?
In the government and at the national level.
Yeah. Okay, the first sentence was trying to elaborate on the government and all other sectors. So if you check all other sectors, it's broad, but not specified which ones are there, which ones are not there. And if you want to include all of them,
Use the
in
mic.
general, your national level, government, hospitals, military, schools, villages, anybody. That's my point.
I Yes, I think government's initiative is all mostly at the national level. Yeah, we can just say and across all sectors, because like when you say all sectors, this means I believe the grassroots are also covered. Yeah, yeah, or nationwide, anything, all sectors or nationwide.
Okay. Number 5. There is a need for more training and advocacy to educate the public on cybercrime and security. Okay.
Please use the mic.
Oh, okay. Before that, I guess you can just remove security and just stop at cybercrime. Number 5, yeah. Just say cybercrime and yeah.
Yeah, there's a need. Yes, okay, it's good. They should understand also. They should understand. Yeah, leave it there.
Cyber. Oh, okay, then.
Yeah, just this sentence.
Yeah, but before it was only security.
Yes. So that's what we are saying. They will remove the security.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sentence.
Mike, we have people online, please.
There are two.
Okay.
Can I proceed? Okay, like the sentence, I have problem with that preposition before to educate. Just said there is a need for more public training and education on cybersecurity and cyber. You remove to educate public. This is cacophonous.
This man is an English major. This man is English major. If he speaks, we have to take our time.
Oh, I will take my time. No problem. The other thing is, what I want to add there is when you say there is a need for more public training and advocates, because you know training here. And awareness, okay. Because training here you don't train people on cybercrime, but combating cybercrime. So here you say there is a need for more public training and awareness on cybersecurity and combating cybercrime. Yes, yes.
The addendum.
Okay. We, the stakeholders, agree to participate fully in national, regional, Pan-African and global internet governance fora to make the Gambia's position clearer and known worldwide in regards to issues on internet governance. We, the stakeholders, agree to maintain the multi-stakeholder nature of the National Internet Governance Forum Steering Committee for subsequent national internet governance fora, ensuring a hybrid format is maintained to ensure an inclusive audience. The National Steering Committee comprises of the following organizations and institutions: the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy.
Communications, yeah. Go ahead, I'll change it. Go ahead, I'll change it.
Okay. Information Technology Association of the Gambia Press Union, National Youth Council, GCCI, Jukolabs Banjul, Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, the Association of National Non-Governmental Organizations, Internet Society Gambia Chapter, University of the Gambia, GAMCHICS, Gambia Cybersecurity Alliance, Ministry of Justice, Serekunda Internet Exchange Point, Give One Project, National Human Rights Commission.
Is there anyone who's not there?
Oh, okay, sorry. 2 and 10, the Gambia, it should be capital T.
No, it's small t.
No, it should be.
It should be capital T, the Gambia.
It's the title of the country. Sorry.
Yeah, this is for the steering. Yeah.
Sorry. There's a double T. Number 2.
Okay.
Sorry, and also 12, it should be the Gambia Cybersecurity Alliance.
Yes, with D. They used to. They are there.
But are they still there?
They don't participate, yeah, but they used to.
So should we take them out?
Justice. No, leave them there. Leave them.
Okay, continue, please. We are about 3:19.
We thank the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, UNDP, PURA, YEP, Jukolabs Banjul, ISOG, the Gambia, ITAC, Alliance Francis Gambia Tech Project.
Should we take them out?
Should be Gambia Tech Project.
You want to take them out? Take them out.
Gambia Tech Project and all stakeholders and participants for participating in this hybrid forum. And we look forward to seeing you participate in the 17th Global Internet Governance Forum that will be held in a hybrid format in December 2022. It should be November, yes. They gave us money?
But they're here.
That's why you are comfortable where you are sitting. We did the setup. We did the whole groundwork.
Okay.
You know, this Khadija is always my opposition.
It should be in November 2022.
I'll change it.
No worries.
Okay.
The only thing missing, we made a submission on the UN Global. You put it there.
No.
You have to put it on a separate line. You can't
Did you speak to Bar?
two stakeholders.
Is it me?
Yeah. Right after the names. After number 10.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stakeholders made of the Gambian Internet Governance Forum made a submission of the UN Global Impact. Yeah, Global Digital Impact. Sorry. Global Digital Impact.
Digital impact.
Okay. Impact. Is it compact? Mm-hmm.
So do we approve?
So see now, this should be capital. The T should be the T should be capital. No, that's official. I mean, if you give me a document without the, it's not Gambia. It's not my country.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Final, everybody agree? Okay, thank you. I want to give a shout out to Jolie from ISOC New York, the Internet Society of New York, who has been waking up very early in the morning to support the streaming on ISOC Live on Facebook and everything. It's really been, he's really done a good job, and ISOC has always supported us through ISOC Gambia, Halaji Sisi and his team with Jolie, so we thank them. I thank all of you participants, and I will call on the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, represented by Mr. Sanusi, to give a closing remark, and Hadija, our chair, will close the ceremony. Mr. Sanusi, please, on behalf of the ministry, please.
Aren't you going?
Thank you very much, Pons. I think we can all agree that these past 2 days have been a very important and informative days, you know. So without further ado, I would like to thank the participants, the organizers, especially the National Committee, IGF National Committee. I would like to thank also people from the media fraternity, our able rapporteurs who have diligently worked on compiling the communique. You know, there were very interesting topics that were discussed on the digital sustainability in the context of post-COVID-19 recovery, specifically on digital inclusion, as well as cybersecurity and trust, access to information, and the like. I think these type of forums gives all of us an opportunity to share invaluable information and to learn from each other. You know, it's all in the spirit of raising awareness as well, because there are people that are also participating online and those that are not privy to the information that they received today. So by raising the level of awareness of the people that are in the ecosystem, I think that should be the starting point, so that they become champions of propagating the same information and trickling it down to the grassroots levels. All of us have an important role to play in our society. And I always keep repeating the slogan, cybersecurity is a collective responsibility. You cannot do the protection at a single point, but at multiple fronts and through collaborative efforts. I would really like to thank the chair, Mrs. Khadijatu Jawara, for her relentless efforts in making sure that this event comes to light or to a success. And I cannot do justice without thanking Ponsulet, who has been not only an ICT champion for us in the Gambia, but also a mentor for many of us, including myself. Because I could recall the first time I met Mr. Ponsulet was at the YMCA, when we had a competition, a hackathon competition, and he was one of the judges. I was really impressed. This is not to shower him with praises, but to give him the due respect that he deserves, as well as other people who are very influential in this domain. I would like to thank the partners, UNDP, ITAG, I hope I don't forget any of them, ISOC, Gambia, I'm trying to recall from memory, Give One Project. Of course, my Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, without which, by God's grace, I would not have been even here representing them. As well as, who again? ITAG, I think GamTech Project, GamChicks, UNDP, Joko Labs, YEP, and all others that I have not mentioned. We would like to thank you all. And we believe that the information, as I said, will trickle down to the grassroots levels. And there are commitments that we have made in this communique. And again, I will echo, cybersecurity is a collective responsibility. Most of the time, it is us government that are scolded. That why didn't you do this, why didn't you do that? But again, let's take it as a collective responsibility, each and every one, based on the commitment over there, in the communique. All of us go and do our work. And then once we do that, we would have results together. We will be able to protect, and also not only protect, but to ensure we have a resilient cyberspace. And by doing so, we are ensuring that there is trust, digital trust. People become more confident to use digital products. And we all know using digital products automates, your transactions, automates processes in life that are normally done manually, and they consume a lot of energy, consume a lot of money, and they consume a lot of time. So this, in turn, will help us accelerate, the socio-economic development of our country. Without further ado, I think I have not forgotten to acknowledge anyone's contribution here, but if I have, please forgive me because I'm human. Without further ado, thank you very much. We wish everyone a pleasant journey back home. Thank you.
Close it, let's go for lunch and go home. Yes.
Thank you very much, Sadusi from the ministry. Just a quick reminder, those of you online and even those of you here, if you want to access the Africa IGF link, The URL is in the Zoom platform. In case if you need it, is July. Yes, that's the URL. You can quickly snap it so that you can just visit the website and register for this very, very important event. I don't want to keep us very, very long. First, on behalf of the steering committee, we are saying a very, very big thank you to United Nations Development Program, UNDP, for funding this very, very important event. A thank you to the Ministry of Information Communication Infrastructure. Thank you to all the partners, Joko Labs, ITAC, YEP, GIF1, Tech Gambia Project, ISO Gambia, and all the steering committee members and those who have chipped in their efforts to make this very, very important event a successful one. And not also forgetting to thank you, the participants, for being with us for the past 2 days, participating, giving your comments, contributing to all the conversations and discussions that we have been having for the past 2 days. So people are thanking us as a steering committee. We also want to use this opportunity to thank all those tankers for thanking us in this thanking situation. Thank you very much.